The wall poster of the big E3 computer game show in Atlanta bears the unmistakable image of an AK-47 rifle, and it asks what went wrong. For some, the answer might be the game itself. It is called Postal, a software offering already being hailed as a hit even before its scheduled September release. To anyone unfamiliar with computer software games, the blood and the mayhem of Postal could be a shock.
Postal has always been a weird game series. At first it was a twin-stick Rampage game, and now it's, well... Back in June of 2022, they released Postal Brain Damaged, a faster, more combat-focused Postal game with a doomy, quakey flavor. When I say they, you might be thinking Running with Scissors, but no, you idiot! Hyper Strange and Creative Forge. Who are those people? What did they make? Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Wait. Hyper Strange. We'll just look at that. They made Frozenheim. Okay. Hyper Strange and Creative Forge developed the game, which is a little surprising because the last time a Postal game was given to another dev team, but I can say with 100% certainty, well, more like 86% certainty, Postal Brain Damaged is surprisingly great. From its goofy Postal 2 humor and tone to its Doom-influenced art style and gameplay, along with some psychological horror from Postal 1, it has totally blown me away. This won't necessarily be a review, just more like a deep dive into things I like about the game, and I'll talk about the things I like in sections to keep things nice and organized, starting with... That's the mindset that we have at Gamer Forge and Creative Game Mill, whatever they called it. That's what it is. That's how it be. Out of my way. Out of my way! Out of my way, old man! After the beginning cutscene, the game hurls you into a suburban nightmare and introduces you to the game mechanics bit by bit. All the important things. Shooting, sliding, kicking, blocking, pisting. And once you get the grapple shotgun, the game feels really quick. You're always sliding, jumping, and getting into fights. Combat is drastically different from Postal 2, obviously. In Postal 2, firefights feel grounded. Not often can you really jump out into the line of fire and, mess around, since healing items aren't very common and you're limited by your movement. But Postal Brain Damage makes playing around in combat an option, because you can now slide cancel like a Warzone sweat and healing items are everywhere. Combat feels great. Once you start to get acquainted with your weapons and controls, you can start pulling off crazy chain shots and reflex. And there's a fair amount of enemy types to keep you on your toes, making things feel fresh and whatever. I should probably say now, this game is nothing like Postal in a gameplay aspect. I mean, I guess you're fetching stuff, but you also fetch stuff in Doom and Quake, so... What I'm trying to say is, it's not as slow as Postal. It's not as casual. You aren't just running errands, you're in your dream murdering demons, I guess. The game is fast and you're stronger now. That's what I'm trying to say. Levels feel pretty straightforward. It's hard to get lost in them, and they always bring something fun to the table, whether it's an open map with a lot of room to jump around and play with movement, or a tight maze-like corridor. The game keeps levels new and exciting, or as new as a boomer shooter can get anyway. I'm not totally sure how to segue into this next bit, so,
Decide. Conception. Diseño. Shoki. Design.
From character designs to level designs, this game knocks it out of the park. Seriously, have you ever seen anything like this? Didn't think so. The character designs kind of remind me of the original Postal's sinister and murky loading screens. I won't go too deep into how spooky the character designs are, since a buff wizard already made a video about it. The link's in the description. Check it out; it's pretty cool. However, he didn't talk about the level design, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now. The level design is unusually great. Like I said a second ago, very rarely am I ever lost trying to find my way to the next objective, which is weird because some levels feel like a complete labyrinth, but the game still manages to keep me on track. It's cool. I like it. Although certain areas feel like mazes, Brain Damage only presents like 1 or 2 paths at a time, and both will lead you to the place you want to go. There aren't very many dead ends. The devs gave every room a purpose, so you'll never feel like you're in the wrong place. Unless if you're going the wrong way, silly. Not only are the levels mechanically well designed, but they're also just straight up well designed, like they look nice, and they fit the game's context. The entire game takes place inside of the postal dude's head, so buildings are wonky looking and off-center. The devs could have just built these areas without those imperfections, but they did, and it helps rub in that dreamlike atmosphere. Obviously, I'm embellishing a little bit, but come on, let me have fun. Let me suck off Hyper Strange a teeny bit, please. If you haven't already noticed from the clips I've been showing you, this game has a PS2-esque art style with compressed textures and low poly characters. It gives the game a certain flavor I absolutely love. Postal has always just kind of looked right in lower polygon counts, due to its, I guess, crazy scenarios it places you in. That's why Postal 4 looks so off to me. You're going around pissing on people and smoking catnip while watching a marching band explode in those, Unity ripped looking graphics, but I don't know, something about the lower polygon counts just seem right, I don't know, maybe I'm just a gross looking man. Okay, well, I don't have a segue for this bit either. I didn't write a segue. Crap. I didn't mean to reuse the same bit twice in a row, but I literally did not write a single.
Guy just wants a TV, and before I know it, I'm in the middle of a Black Friday shopping spree stampede. Now, to die, to sleep, perchance to wake the fuck up. Maybe if I fall asleep right now, I'll wake up in the real world and finally be watching some of the German boxing guys' movies. Yeah, that seems perfectly logical. I don't know. No one knows. Only my weapon understands me.
Oh, yes, I do.
The story, if you want to call it that, goes like this. Postal Dude is about to watch the Postal movie. Yes, that is a thing. But before he does, he takes a little cat nap. And in his dream, he wakes up without a TV. Oh no. So you try to get your TV back. That's all I want to say now, because I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to play the game, silly.
Jesus, now I'm gonna shit myself.
This game is actually one of the few PC games I played with headphones on, and I gotta say, the sound design is satisfying. The guns sound punchy. The screams of the damned are deviously delectable. And the dude sounds great. The voice actor for the dude is Corey Cruz. You might recognize him from his work on Paradise Lost and Half-Life, apparently. He's a good sounding dude. That's what I was trying to say. Speaking of good sounding, this soundtrack is this soundtrack is it. We're gonna leave that in. We're leaving that in. It isn't the best sounding thing in the world. I wouldn't drop it in my Spotify playlist or anything, but it makes you feel like an unstoppable force when playing the game. I'm, of course, talking about the combat music. The neutral music, while good sounding, can get a little old, especially when you're stuck on a level. Mexico. I don't know what happened there. I also appreciate the audio settings allowing you to adjust the frequency of the dude talking and the number of enemies needed to play the combat music. However, I need to talk about something very serious. Very, very serious. This game is already kind of dated. They talk about the 2020 disaster. And memes like OK Boomer and Gun Go. It's just. However, all is saved because you can down a bottle of hot sauce and piss flames. So we'll call it even, 5 out of 10. Damn it, no, wait, I wasn't supposed to. This wasn't supposed to be review. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, this was my first fully scripted video. So, you know, tell me if you like it, all 3 of you. These weird little talking for a long time outros and intros, they won't be here for long. I just, you know, this is my first Doodle Vision video, so I really wanted to give some, you know, was it epilogue, prologue, whichever one comes last. You know, I didn't get to write all I wanted to for this video just because of, you know, school and such. But I had tons of fun. It was great. Big thanks to my friend, my bestest bestie in the whole world for doing the art for this video. And if they're done by now, the channel art and stuff, I wanted to just say that they did it. I didn't do it, but they won't let me credit them under anything. So yeah.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.